Discernment ain't paranoia, it's survival. You think every teacher showing up in your awakening journey is sent by the universe to help you ascend? Think again. Some guides are predators in robes. Some mentors are energy vampires with credentials. And some healers are more broken than the people they claim to fix. But here's what nobody wants to tell you. The spiritual world is crawling with false prophets who smell your desperation from miles away. They know you're hungry for answers. They know you're tired of feeling lost. They know you'll pay anything, believe anything, follow anyone who promises to make the pain stop. And they're counting on it. Real talk? The moment your awakening starts stirring, you become a walking target. Your energy field lights up like a beacon, and suddenly every spiritual charlatan, wounded healer, and ego-drunk guru can sense your vulnerability. Here's what I learned the hard way. Not everyone who speaks your spiritual language is speaking your truth. Not everyone who recognizes your awakening is here to support it. And not everyone who claims to have walked this path actually made it to the other side. I used to think if someone could talk about chakras and frequencies, they must be legit. If they had crystals and sage, they must be pure. If they quoted ancient texts, they must be wise. Wrong. The most dangerous predators in the spiritual world aren't the obvious ones. They're not wearing red flags. They're wearing white light. They speak your language fluently because they've studied you. They mirror your wounds because they know exactly which buttons to push. They tell you what you want to hear. You're special. You're chosen. I can see your light. You're meant for something greater. And while you're basking in their validation, they're hooking into your energy field like a parasite. The signs are always there, but we ignore them because we're so desperate to believe someone finally gets us. They love bomb you in the beginning. Suddenly you're their star student or their most gifted client. They create urgency. This opportunity won't come again, or you need to act now before your window closes. They isolate you from other perspectives. Nobody else understands your journey like I do. They make you dependent. You're not ready to navigate this alone yet. And the biggest red flag of all? They never teach you to trust yourself. Real guides don't need you to need them. They don't feed off your confusion. They don't profit from keeping you small. A true teacher's job is to make themselves obsolete, to point you back to your own inner knowing, to strengthen your discernment, not replace it. But false guides, they need you lost. They need you doubting yourself. They need you believing that your awakening depends on them. Listen, your kundalini doesn't need a middleman. Your awakening doesn't require their permission. Your spiritual gifts don't need their activation. The intelligence that's rising through your spine right now, it's older than any guru, wiser than any system, more powerful than any technique. Trust that. Because here's the truth they don't want you to know. The same force that's awakening you is the same force that will protect you. If you listen, if you trust, if you stop outsourcing your power to anyone who claims they know better. Your inner knowing isn't broken. It's just been conditioned to doubt itself. Every time you ignore that gut feeling about someone, you weaken your discernment muscle. Every time you override your instincts for someone else's wisdom, you dim your inner light. The real spiritual path isn't about finding the perfect teacher. It's about becoming unteachable by anyone except the truth that lives inside you. So before you hand over your power, your money, or your energy to the next enlightened being who shows up, ask yourself, does this person strengthen my connection to my own wisdom, or do they make me more dependent on theirs? Do they celebrate my questions, or do they shut them down? Do they encourage my discernment, or do they call it ego resistance? Do they respect my boundaries, or do they call them blocks? Because the right guide will never make you choose between them and your intuition. The right guide will acknowledge the teacher that lives within you. And if they don't, run. Your awakening is too sacred to be hijacked by someone else's agenda. Your power is too precious to be fed to someone else's ego. Your path is too important to be derailed by false prophets wearing spiritual masks. Trust yourself. Question everything. And remember, the most dangerous lie in the spiritual world isn't that you're broken. It's that you need someone else to fix you. You don't. You never did. You are the guide you've been looking for.